You can win it all. Load the system, lock it tight. Coreware's with you in the fight. Push it faster, never fall. This is the weapon, this is the
Hey, Joel.
Yes, sir.
We coordinated colors, apparently. I love the shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind, but I'll trust you that it matches.
Yeah, trust me, it does. I guess Colt didn't get the memo.
No, I sent it to him. He
Went
just
some-
ignored it.
Just went flowery with the sig.
Wow.
Sweet. Why the
Deja
hell
vu.
are we all here again today? It feels like deja vu.
It is deja vu.
It is deja vu.
So, from what I understand, Joel, you're presenting today and telling everyone about the exciting Apple announcement, and Colt and I are here just to support you. So, you can take it.
Update live, everyone. Let's get to the core of the whole thing. No, seriously.
Core thing. Hey, so
Nothing.
I'm gonna throw a little something out here just because imagine this is just a continuation of yesterday. So normally I'm not at these webinars,
Right.
But I guess I don't know about you guys, but there sure seems to be a lot of sickness going around. So
I'm feeling it a little bit.
Yeah, I know,
I've just
Colt,
got
your whole
over it.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, it went
so-
through our entire family.
Yeah, Oki's sick. So I figured I didn't want to abandon the two of you without having at least some moral support. So
Now I'm the moral support. You didn't want Colt to be abandoned.
I appreciate it.
hey, so Colt, I'm gonna see if I can impress you because I keep trying to impress you with like little things, and you always kind of ruin it. And it's like, Ezra, I already knew about that. All right, so here's one. Let's see if Colt will be impressed, or he's already seen it. So I'm going to share my screen. We're back on Green Monster.
Oh yeah, I've already seen that.
Have you?
No,
Oh man.
no, I haven't.
I gotta mute myself.
Hey, I mentioned yesterday, and probably pretty briefly, that again, we're trying to make sure we not just replace search, but other components of coreFORCE. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that we're working on the details page. Well, I was surprised actually this morning and I didn't look at it till just a few minutes ago, but I didn't realize that we actually have something working out there with the new details page. We're still working on it. We did throw it on Green Monster, Richie. I don't know if you're here today, but let us know if what your input is. Or I think it's looking really good. It's nice because I can jump to specifications right here. See if there are any reviews on
Oh,
the
that
product.
stays with you too. That's nice.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That is cool.
Yeah, really exciting. Yeah, I mean it's looking really good.
Wait. Can you go back, Ezra?
Yes.
I don't think people realize what Colt just said. Can you click on the little things? Go to click on
specifications. Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
Yes.
It's
That
anchored
sidebar
to the.
stays with the user.
It just sticks with
Yeah.
you. That is freaking.
Yes, and
It's
I
the
don't know.
little things, man.
Yes, and I just to preface this, I'm not sure if it's fully, everyth's smooth on mobile. We'll make sure, obviously, but I was excited to see this literally 5 minutes before this started. So I figured, you know what? Let me see if I can impress Colt, because if I didn't see it really till recently, maybe he hasn't seen it. So
No, that's news to me. Color me impressed.
cool.
You found one.
You sound really impressed, Colt. Colt, you sound really impressed.
That's just the way I talk.
No, this is
yeah,
really
that's awesome.
exciting. Really exciting. So
Yeah,
I think this.
just on the same topic of the search, super exciting stuff. If y'all didn't catch the core blast yesterday, definitely go check it out. Um, as far as this stuff goes, I've already gotten a lot of really good feedback. I know Adam's been blowing me up about some stuff today.
Yeah,
He's super excited about it, and there's some stuff that he's found and stuff that he's come up with and ideas and stuff. So I think we can get
good.
some nice stuff going. So
Well, and just to emphasize, we are moving quick with it, meaning we're able to react to feedback very quickly. We're able to fix things very quickly with it. Again, we're on a whole new tech stack, which helps us because a lot of times with what we call legacy coreFORCE, right? Inevitably, when you have a system that's been developed over literally 15 years, practically pieces of it, you end up with so much code and it's hard to make changes. And it's not that we're slow. It's not that we want to take a long time, but sometimes it just does. And a lot of times you fix something and because there's so much code, it affects areas you wouldn't even think would be affected. So the beauty is this is all new tech stack, all new code, intermingled, right, with the coreFORCE platform, but the code is totally separate, which is exciting. And that allows us to react quickly and make changes quickly and fix things, very, very quickly. So, and just by the way, I think yesterday I mentioned we were at about a quarter of the websites completed, and everyone who asked us, I believe, except a couple of customers, I believe we've already turned on the search. And if we didn't turn it on for you, it's not because we didn't necessarily try. Based on our setup, we've got numerous servers. So sometimes if you have to be on a server that hasn't fully been provisioned for the new search, it takes a little longer for us. But again, we went from 25% and we're literally just about hitting 30% in the last 24 hours. So we fully expect to get to the 50%, as I had mentioned this week. And for the most part, I think we'll be completing pretty much all the sites next week. So I know everyone's anxious. The details page, like these types of changes, they'll be a lot quicker. Now, again, if you've got a lot of customizations on your detail pages, we may hold off. We are going to make sure that you can configure these and there'll be customization capabilities. I had mentioned yesterday, also, even in the search, we're going to add some more personalization, customization type features. So just so everyone knows, we're not just two things. We're not just sitting there trying to complete this and then move on to something else. We understand how important search is and the details page and all of these, and we've got literally a team focused on this, and we'll keep focusing on it. At the same time, a lot of other stuff happening. So I talked about all that yesterday. I won't repeat myself, but yeah, there's tons of exciting things coming down the pipe here. So
yeah. With that said, I don't have a lot to go over on the coreFORCE, I guess, for coreFORCE Legacy now. But I do want to jump into a couple of different things really quick. As far as coreFORCE updates go, so this coreFORCE update has a couple of different things. The first one is going to be access for basic and standard users to our media management. So what that is like videos, being able to link images, or being able to link videos to products and stuff like that. There's not currently a menu for it on the back end yet, but I'm going to show here in just a second to the actual media page and what that looks like, just so I can kind of explain it. So let me share my screen. Yeah, Joel, thank you, sir. So this is what it'll look like. It will be there will be a media menu option here. It's on own little drop down carousel, however you want to put those. But you'll be able to go to media, and then you can go in here to go add descriptions, titles, all kinds of that good stuff. Link name, that's just a direct link to it. Meta keywords, merch media service. So this is the important distinguishment on this. You're not uploading these videos to coreFORCE. coreFORCE does not host the videos or anything like that. So you have to put the videos elsewhere, whether it be right now the options are Facebook, Vimeo, or YouTube. If it's YouTube, there is a video identifier. This is not the full URL of the YouTube video. Whenever you do a YouTube video, you'll see like a little code at the end of it. That's what code you put on there. And then for video, so you put that in there, save that. And then so you're creating your media there, right? And then you're going into your products after you've created your media. I don't have any products set up, of course. And you're going into your product, and under the, actually I do, there we go. Under the images, you will see videos section now. And so then you can just click, put your own little description in there, and you'll choose which media you want to post in there. And that will just link it to that product, and it'll show up in the thumbnails with the images and everything. So that's media. The other, really the only other big change is for the advanced and enterprise, and that is when it comes to lane reservations. We now have the ability to change these blocks of time. There's a new reserve facility page that you can set up. We can help you get this set up if you want. But under the text tab, there is a new option called reservation slot duration. And I think it will be added in this list here as well, so you can see it and copy and paste it down. But what this does is it just does a decimal point for the blocks. So like right now, as you can see, it's at 30-minute intervals because it's at half the hour. So if I wanted to change this to 15-minute, I can just go 0.25. Go up here, save this. If I refresh this page, this is the range reservation version 2. Do that, select your date, continue, and now you'll see it's at 15 minutes. So, and then outside of that, I believe that's the gist of the updates. I know we have some other bug fixes and stuff that went in. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the cannot sell, being able to mark things as cannot sell on basic and standard as well. So under categories, if you go into any category, there's a cannot sell. You can mark that. That way you can, so there's on categories, it's marked as cannot sell. Manufacturers, you can choose as hide from websites, just another checkbox. And then even on the product tag level now, you can mark product tags, this quarantine one, as cannot sell. So it's just adding, that was mainly adding to more visibility on that, I believe, for the basic and standard. There was a column added to the order item report export, which this is the advanced and enterprise feature, to add the contact ID to the order item report. That was just a feature that was asked for, add that in. And then there was a handful of bug fixes. You can take my screen off now, Joel. Handful of bug fixes that went through. Obviously, we're working on a lot of the new stuff, but there's some bug fixes such as issue where stored reports are being sent incorrectly twice within the same hour. This issue where map locks were not properly cleared from BFG verified. Then fixed an issue where there was state restrictions were duplicated multiple times on products. So you would go into a product and see the state restrictions, and like Hawaii would be listed in there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Just some kind of cleanup stuff, maintenance, that kind of thing. Nothing really big as of right now, but that's kind of the gist of the coreFORCE.
Cool. All right, I'm going to share my screen again and just address a couple of questions that the audience has. So in terms of, Dina was asking about defaulting to search entire website. That really is not possible to do. We default here, so you can just start, the user can start searching. So as soon as they click search on your website, the idea is they're going to search for something and they can just click search entire website. We can't default to that because that would just open it up immediately. Now, if you mean you just want them when you hit search to go right to here, that might be something we can add as a configuration option. And, you know, instead of showing the dialog box, if that's what you're asking. So that may be a good suggestion. We can make note of that, but you can't do it at this point. Then I also saw R&R. Rich, if you could make sure to just if you want, just since Josh is out, you sent an email, you can just copy me on the email or Colt, and we'll just take it from there. And then let's see, I thought there was similar products. Question from Candace is not AI recommendations. We have not turned that on at this point. Eventually it will be, but the product recommendations will eventually come from also just the history of the searching and purchasing that's being done on your website. And we may expand that to pull data from the aggregated information. So more to come in the future is all I'll say on that one. As far as where these related products are coming from, I think we've got data points right now in our catalog that has that information. Isn't that correct, Colt? For some products?
Yes, for some products.
Yeah, and I think they may be coming from the new search. What we'll do is we'll get back to you on that. But again, they're not quote unquote AI generated. That's a whole interesting conversation. So we do have a shopping assistant type AI capability, but again, we're not pushing it or turning it on for anyone because we really want to make sure that it's not doing the typical AI stuff, which is, oh, wow, that was amazing. Or, holy crap, that's total BS, right?
Here's a holster for your Barrett 50.
Yeah, exactly. So that answers that. Let me just see if there was anything else that was related. Kenneth, the quickest way, just so everyone knows, when we turn the search on, just message support and we will turn it off and it's immediate. We don't have a button for you to hit, but we can hit the button and it takes literally about 5 seconds from when we hit the button. So just let us know. Yeah, we can turn on the new search for anyone who is here and wants it. Again, ideally we can turn on pretty quick, but in some cases it might take a day or two. Amanda's asking about how to link your Google reviews to the website. Joel, if we can make sure that we send out a good email with a tutorial, work with WITS on that, because that's not something we recorded in the tutorial. Okay. But with a new reputation management, that will be a really good thing to do. It's not very difficult. You just have to embed some code into your into the page. And again, for now, Amanda, we can also assist with that. So, but we'll make sure we communicate, some very clear instructions on how to do that. Okay, and Dean confirmed that's what he was asking. So yeah, that's something we can definitely look into. Yeah. Oh, Rich, we'll look at that immediately. So I see you wrote the detail. You don't have to email us that. We'll take a look at that. Rich, just let me know in the chat if that's still happening since this morning. There were some changes done last night that should have taken care of that. So let me know if you've seen that happen today. So that those changes would have gone in early morning hours of US hours. So just let me know. All right. So with that said, I don't know if I have anything on the screen to share because I'm responsible for talking about the coreSTORE update. So I'm just realized I needed to cover for Oki just a few minutes before the webinar. So just a heads up, I'm not necessarily very prepped for this. So Colt's going to help me. But Colt, did you know that coreSTORE has a offline mode? I wonder how many of the audience knew that. Does anybody know that?
Am I supposed to say yes?
No. I just literally want to ask you literally if you knew. I know coreSTORE is not your daily, so I was just curious.
Did know that. Actually, I found that out recently within probably the past month or so, that there was an offline mode. I think it was actually Oki that told me about it.
Yeah, so we find that we never had an offline mode simply because most people, you can set up a hotspot if your internet goes down. There are a lot of alternatives, but we do have some customers sometimes that go to places where there is no, they have a gun show and there literally is no internet and no cell coverage. So we've been working on an offline mode for a little while. And Rich, I did see your message, so we will look at that and make sure that's taken care of ASAP. So in terms of the importance of that is, again, you're at a gun show, you still want to be able to ring up sales, right? Now, again, your credit card is a whole separate issue. We don't have a offline credit card mode. That's something we'll be looking at. But you still want to be able to conduct business, whether it's cash or if you take a check or if you do something else. So coreSTORE does detect if there's no internet and can go into an offline mode. Part of our update is we keep expanding the offline capability. And what I mean by that is when you're offline, you don't have access to everything because it would be too complex to try to always sync up to a local small database everything, right? So we want to make sure that you can just perform your critical business functions. So this update, we made sure that there's a couple of new features related to offline mode. One is you can search for serial numbers, meaning so now we're syncing up serial numbers locally. So if you do go offline, you can still search for those serial numbers and actually make a sale with that serial number. So that's one of them. And then we also, I think there was one other serial numbers. And also you can suspend a sale while you're in offline mode. So before you could only make a sale, our thought was, hey, just complete a transaction. But we realized you need to be able to suspend a transaction while in offline mode. The beauty is when coreSTORE goes offline, when it goes back online, everything gets synced up. So your local sales that were happening when it was offline get synced up. So those are two really good enhancements related.
Those are just to clarify,
mode.
David asked, how did they turn it on? It automatically detects.
It automatically, it detects when the internet's down. We don't have a manual way to turn that on because that can cause a ton of issues.
Yeah.
We've also reworked the markup functionality in the item screen. So what we did was we made sure that when you're updating your markups, it's updating channels as well. So let's see, I might be able to show something on that. Let me see if I can get to the screen on that. again, I'm flying off the cup here, but this relates to channels specifically. So let me share my screen here. All right. So if I go again, if you're using channels, which we have several customers that are using channels, we added some options in the channels screen. Of course, I have no channels set up here. In this particular, let's see if it's maybe another location. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We blanked out this whole database, so I won't have anything in this one. So you'll have to imagine with me, but if you're using channels, you'll see it. And again, this will be documented in our release notes, but we've added a radio button to the settings for a dialog, whether to update the base cost and update base on selling price under the markup percent field. So if that setting is set, when update based on cost is selected, basically it will calculate the channel item price based on the actual item cost. So it's just going to use markups on the channels as well. So that's one of the other enhancements that we did in this latest release, which got released last night. And then we also made a small enhancement so that the item variation, when you're looking at the primary parent variant, we don't show a $0 cost, even though technically there really isn't a cost to your parent item, right? Your cost is in the actual variants themselves, but that was causing some confusion. So we actually added just the ability to show the range of cost on a variant. So that's just a display change, but it makes it a little less confusing. Aside from that, let's see. I think that was mostly all of, on email, when you're emailing a payment link, it wasn't showing the amount due. So now when you email a payment link, it shows the actual amount due. So again, small enhancements. Aside from that, quite a few bug fixes. Again, we take those as priority and we make sure to prioritize the bugs. So I think there were right at about 20 bugs that were resolved. You'll see those in the release notes. So if there's a bug, and also again, if you reported a bug, you should get a notification that that bug is actually taken care of. So and Matt, I saw you added a note. Thank you for responding. Enable the setting at application setting, enable offline mode. Yeah, so you do, in order to even use offline mode in coreSTORE, you do need to enable the setting, which is right under the application settings. So that I can show. So go into settings, and then you'll click on application, and you'll see the setting there.
Are you showing it right now?
No, for some reason my screen is frozen. I may have to share and unshare. I don't know why it's misbehaving. Yeah, I don't know if it's my side or. Oh, there we go. That's weird. All right, am I showing? Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so basically in the settings, again, I can just search for the setting, but I think the offline mode is somewhere here at the bottom. Well, it's in the middle. I lied. So again, there's a few settings here for offline mode, and if we haven't done a video on it, we probably should. So, but you have to enable offline mode, and then you can specify whether you want to automatically sync back up, and you can choose a cycle. So how often it syncs back.
So
and then resetting your offline data just clears everything and it will pull everything back down. Typically, you shouldn't have to touch that. All right. I see Matt's answering a lot of questions, so that's good. Awesome. What else do we have?
You're making Colt's day because Colt's usually the one that's trying to get out of here early. All right.
There
now
are no dumb questions.
For the next hour of our presentation, we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, Patrick, that's a good question. It's not a dumb question. Chrome is able to detect if there's no internet, and because our application is a web app, I think is what officially it's called, it will go into offline mode. So it works. It's pretty cool how it works. You can turn your Wi-Fi off and try it. So Joel, what's our upcoming webinar?
Retail Mastery. We're going to be talking about Black Friday.
I'm not crashing that one. I might attend that one, but I won't crash it.
I think it's going to be fun. It should kind of go along with our Black Friday boot camp that Oki and I did last year. I think that was a help to some people.
Nice. Patrick, when I say a web app, you can still be running in your browser. So, but you can also, you'll see in your address bar in coreSTORE, you do have the ability to download it as an app, which will install coreSTORE as a web app. But I'm pretty sure the offline will work whether you're running it in a browser or as essentially a independent app. I can.
Yeah, Matt said that the Chrome knows when you lose internet connection, we automatically switch to offline mode.
Yep.
I tried to get Matt to join us. I told him, no, Ezra said you're presenting. He's like, no, I just need the other link.
He offered to help, and I told him, I think I can handle it, but if you can be around,
everybody.
But yeah, I think it would have been good to have Matt on.
I think it would have been good.
That's why I told you to invite him, but I guess he refused us. So
no, he's actually using our new web portal Wi-Fi thing.
Oh, what's a web portal Wi-Fi?
I have no idea. It's you just watch the webinar on our website.
Oh, nice.
I'm really excited about that. That's really
You sound
cool.
super. You sound as excited as Colt was about the details page.
No, I'm not going to lie to you like some people. What else are we going to talk about? This is way too soon. We're only 35 minutes.
Everyone's so happy. They don't want to hear us.
I know
any
they
longer.
probably
They've
don't.
heard
They're
us
tired
enough.
of us.
Yeah, I'm tired.
They probably
of us.
don't. But next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be talking about all the different things that you might want to start thinking about in regards to Black Friday. And
nice.
Man, it's around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too early to start planning your Black Fridays, everyone, especially because it's been industry slowness. So you want to start planning things out because no matter what, it's going to be busy, which is good. So it's good to start planning.
Oh yeah, especially and I know that I don't want to be a downer, but I'm sure everybody has either heard or seen the video of the girl getting stabbed. That's just going to wake people up. And for everyone out there, if you have a gun shop and you have a lady come in, and guys, the gun is the great equalizer. And so guns, bullets, and tons of training. If you guys do that, you will be the center of someone's universe, and they'll just continue to, patronize you in the positive way. And it will be, it's kind of a win-win, even though it's sad that we have to live in a world like that. I didn't watch the whole video, Amanda. I couldn't. I just don't want to get any more angry than I already am. And yeah, I've seen what people have said, and some hardened people, what they've said after they watched it. And I'm like, man, you just wish you were there a few seconds
Yeah.
before, and then just unleash. But then you got to think about, look at what Daniel Penny did on the subway where he choked the guy out. It's like, are you gonna, it's insane, guys. So just sit with your back against the wall, always know your exits and back into your parking place.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
100%.
Can we end on a happy
question
note?
Well, you better end on a happy note.
I know.
Kenneth got a question in. PO and receiving, when bringing in an item that shows its associated suspended sale, can Core make the suspended sales number show on the report that prints after receiving, and maybe the bound book number for that gun?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that would be overly difficult. We can make a note of that. Kenneth, if you get a chance to post that into our feature requests, we do pay attention to those.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a little heads up display for our webinar page on our website that will have all those links so that you can literally do it right from the webinar. What else? Somebody have anything happy to say? Anybody out there? Do you guys have anything happy to share? I want to start accepting calls. I know there's a way that we can accept people.
Oh, can we?
I think so. That would be really cool.
That'd be cool.
Who wants to share something? But I'm not confident enough right now. I'd probably nuke the whole thing.
Yeah, that's all right.
Anything else?
I just had a question from Mason. Peace of mind. He's on the website. He's watching the live stream, but he said he couldn't make a comment or ask questions.
Yeah, you got to just.
He's watching.
I'm on it right now, and what you got to do, you do have to put your first and last name in, and once you do that, you should be able to get in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and happy birthday to Amy.
Oh,
happy birthday, Amy.
Happy birthday,
shout out to Amy.
The big 4-0.
Hey, guys, is there a better way to handle consignment payouts to customers instead of processing them the same way as vendor payments?
I thought there was, but that's an Okie question, so let's reserve that.
I'm telling you, man, I so miss him right now.
He is missed.
Okie, you're missed.
Candace asked, when a product says it's locked in sync with Core catalog and we make a change to titles, does it keep the rest of the information from the catalog? Yes.
Yes.
As soon as you make any changes, it will unlink. So you won't get sequential changes that were made in the catalog, but it doesn't remove any of that information. It keeps it on that product.
Amanda, that's great news. Amanda says, good news.
Nice.
I'm now over memberships for both stores.
That's awesome.
Great. Hey, you know what? Why not?
Have you had that this? You need more sound boxes.
I know. I might get some more. What do you mean by sequential changes? Candace asked.
If there was any changes on that product that came from the distributors on the Core catalog side of things, you wouldn't get those updates. But because when you modify a product, it's basically saying you're taking ownership of, editing that product and you're keeping the update. So it's not going to overwrite anything anymore after that lock. Unless you go back into that product and click lock in sync with catalog, which if you did that, then it would overwrite anything that you had.
Colt, I think you've just justified your existence. Let's see if you can help here, though. Chris L. asked, I am doing my first gun show since switching to Coreware. Any advice or tips? Tony says patience and attention to detail. That's good advice from Tony Compliance. Hey, Ezra, since you're on here and Tony Compliance is obviously paying attention, I think we should really do some compliance corners.
I told you guys that needs to be ongoing. I mean, literally, remember, our customers can have their business shut down because of compliance. And we have who I consider one of the best compliance officers out there, Tony Keller, who works for us full time.
He is.
You know, I really, really think you guys need to bring those webinars back, you know, maybe once a month, once every 2 months at the least, because compliance changes every week. You know, there's new issues that come up.
Tony is so mad at me right now, I bet. He's got bus tracks over his body.
No, Tony is happy to share information. And again, Tony gets questions from customers literally daily, or situations, right? And being able to share, you know, this is where it's important for customers to talk to each other, right?
Yeah, our community.
It's so important. And again, we know for a fact, literally in the same city, even you can have two completely different compliance experiences. But this is where Tony's knowledge can really help separate what is truly compliance, or what is this, you know, this particular IOI's opinion, right? And things like that. So yeah, I really think Compliance Corner, to me, is one of the most important webinar series that we need to make sure we keep doing. So
he agrees, and somebody's laughing at him. So I agree too. Let's do it, Tony. Compliance. Yeah. Hey, and I'll be honest with you, that would probably be, I'm stuttering right now because I think the meth is kicking in. That would probably be a really good, like, just Q&A. People would love that. I mean, we would have to have a hard stop though, because that could go on for hours and hours, because, you know, people just have questions. But just putting his brain out there on display and letting people tap into it, I think would be just as good as just a, you know, a focused webinar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A few other questions that I just want to address. So there's a bunch of questions and some great advice, by the way, being shared about gun shows. Joel, I think we should coordinate a webinar on gun shows. I think that would be good.
Absolutely.
It would be good for Oki to, you know, because I know Oki has some specific things that he would be good to share. And I know a lot of our customers do gun shows. So
that's probably in 3 weeks. So
that's fine. Yeah. You know, no rush on it, but definitely let's get it in the schedule. Also, let's see, in terms of, I assume it's Mason from Peace of Mind.
You guys search the question.
Yeah. So we're working on it, Mason. we ran into an issue. Yeah, we did try. I turned it off literally within 5 seconds because I didn't get the result I was expecting. So we're researching that. So I'm hoping by tomorrow we'll have you turned on. As far as timeline for the new checkout. So one of the main things, if you didn't attend yesterday, we did walk through the new checkout. What I committed to was we're looking at probably 2 to 3 weeks. And we've got a lot of testing to do on that. And but it is very, very high priority for us. So as soon as we feel comfortable to release it, we'll release it. I'm hoping we'll have it on limited basis on a couple of sites, either next week or the week after. And then based on that, we'll hopefully speed it up. If you want to be on the short list, just let Colt know.
Yeah, that's one of the it's so exciting for the new checkout, but in my mind also so terrifying, because, you know, that's such a core piece of a, you know, e-commerce website and everything, pun intended there. But I'm excited about it.
By the way, Scott H, and Scott, I apologize, I don't know who you're with, but he offered Chris to call him, which thank you. And by the way, Scott, if you don't mind, maybe you just volunteered to attend, to not just attend, but help present at the webinar. If it's of interest to you, we'd love, since you do gun shows all the time, let's see if we can have you join the webinar and present. So if you're interested, no pressure, but thank you, by the way, for offering to help. This to me is where our industry, it's so neat. You don't see this in a lot of industries. Everyone's like, oh, they're a competitor, and it's like, no, there's so much business available out there. And many of you are geographically, so, you're in different places, even though everyone sells online. But at the end of the day, the beauty of our industry is brick and mortar rules, because that customer has to go into a store. So, helping each other out, talking, sharing ideas, sharing what's successful. I think it's so valuable. So that's awesome.
He said Scott disconnected.
You can say no, Scott.
No, dude, your phone number's there. So guess what?
Joel will call you.
I'm literally give it a week or so and I'll start bugging you.
Yeah.
Dean, yeah, you too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dean had a good idea.
Yeah, we can bring a couple of dealers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to take part, if you have like a specialty, if you're doing something that no one else is doing, remember what we said yesterday? It's all about, what is it about, Ezra? It's not the idea. Everybody's got
I feel
idea.
pressure. I was half listening to you. I'm sorry.
But you listened to yourself yesterday.
What did I say?
It's not about ideas. Everybody has ideas.
Yes. It's about execution.
You got to execute. So, And you guys out there that are executing, you already know this. Don't worry about other people stealing your ideas. If you do something that you think is unique, let me know. We would love to highlight our customers that are successful right now. Like literally, I want to put the biggest spotlight on people that are using our tools to absolutely crush it out there. I mean, that's golden for us and for you. So please.
Hey, I'm going to share a nugget.
Yeah.
Speaking of gun shows, let's see if because there's so many people in attendance that seem, they do gun shows. Just so everyone knows, we are about to start working on a new updated kiosk for the 4473. And we have it in the plan to allow your customers to use their own devices, including their phones, to fill out a 4473. And I have a way to ensure that they're actually in your vicinity. So just a preview for everyone. I wasn't going to share it. But that is one of the main motivations of updating our kiosk, is to have a true fully mobile experience, but also allow customers where they're specifically at gun shows. Again, it can be at your store too, but at the gun show, where essentially they'll scan a QR code over there, in your presence, and we will actually geocode and make sure that they're in the vicinity, so that you're not you're abiding by the law. Right. Now, again, Tony has the final say on this, right? Ezra is the CEO, but Tony is the one responsible to make sure that we're not doing anything. Right. I'll use the word kosher. Right. So we're going to make sure that everything's in compliance, but the way I described it to Tony, I think he agrees that we can do this. We're going to triple check, but that's the goal. That would be huge. The beauty of that is then you don't need to bring a lot of extra devices. I know one of the biggest challenges at a gun show is you've got 10 people all trying to purchase at the same time. So we understand that. Ideally, the ultimate dream is, scan a QR code, they get that filled up. You'll be able to, obviously you still need to do your part. There's no way around that, but that will hopefully streamline everything, right? And make things a lot simpler and make it a better, you'll keep hearing me say, I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to your customer's experience. To me, that's where we're really focused on. And that's why we're focusing so much on new search and new checkout and new details page, right? It's what your customers are seeing. Their experience of checking out of your gun store or out of your booth, at a gun show, that's really important. We recognize that. So I'm excited about the webinar because I absorb information. And I know I will learn, especially if we have a couple of customers presenting, I'll learn a whole lot, right? I don't tend to attend gun shows. I certainly don't sell at gun shows. So we sometimes do things. It's in a way self-serving, but it helps everyone, right? It's a win-win-win. So yeah, Joel, definitely get that scheduled because, you know, gun shows for me are actually of tremendous interest.
So Dane and Scott, I will be reaching out to you. And it looks like Scott knows Tony. So
yeah, they're in the same city. So, well, 602 at least I know is Arizona. We know where to find Scott too. So just because of his area.
That's what
although I have a
said
512 area code, but
I thought Tony was going all Liam Neeson on him. He said, "I know how to find you, Scott."
I will find you, and I will kill you. That's awesome.
Cool. Well, this was great. Great input. Great questions. I know there were a couple that we weren't able to answer, but we'll try to make sure to get back to you. One of the things we keep asking our StreamYard people, which is the platform that we use for these webinars, is, hey, give us an easy way to download all of these chats. Because, you know, we want to be able to make sure that we respond to everything. So if for some reason you don't hear a response from us, it's not that we're ignoring it, just reach out again. Yeah, we want to make sure you don't feel like you're being ignored.
You're not being ignored at all. You're the only reason we're here. So, all right. So next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, Greg Turner of BFG, which is a big freaking deal, will be here talking about Black Friday and how you guys can start prepping for that, because it's going to be I think it's going to be a huge, again, you guys know our industries run on fear. The fear is an all-time high. World War III, crime, everything. Sadly, you have to capitalize on it. So get ready.
Oh my God. Wait. You brought that up.
What?
Dude, the UFOs finally.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Did you see the Hellfire hit that object?
Dude, I've been telling you, Ezra, they're coming. I'm just joking. You're the one that's been saying that. But the big asteroid is also going to be around the sun, and it's coming back, and they're saying it's doing weird stuff. So not saying any of that's real. However, the opportunity to increase your business is, because there are a lot of
stock up
people that you need to, don't take advantage of them, empower them, but you're going to make sales, man. You're going to be that source.
I think there's going to be more and more preppers. I think that's a market to go after. You know, between Russia hitting Poland, you guys saw that.
They just fell, but
Israel hitting Qatar.
That was massive.
That's
what the thinking?
6 countries now that we won't get into politics, but it's insanity right now. So there's people are definitely getting more nervous. Again, it's not that you want to take advantage of that, but they're looking for stuff anyway.
Yeah. And you can empower them as well. And having that knowledge and all the stuff that you sell, along with, you know, the relationship that you're building, will build confidence in those people. And that's what we all need, because I'm telling you right now, the reason all this crap is happening is because of weak people. It is because of weak people. So if we just empower people, strengthen people, you're going to see a lot less of this crap, because I'll tell you right now, man, the right person on that bus, that shit would not have happened.
Yeah.
It would not have happened, you know?
Yeah.
So just empower those people. And you're probably right. World War III is coming. I think we're actually in World War VI by now, but they're so different. It's not like we're in trenches. Well, not here anyway. So anyway, you'll pick up some good tips from Greg on how to get ready for Black Friday. Also, we've got, obviously, you guys know, because you're going to be a part of it, some of you out there, in probably 2 or 3 weeks, we'll have webinar highlighting gun shows and how you guys are crushing it in gun shows. And anybody else?
October 1st, don't forget.
Okay, so everyone, the October 1st is going to be our next Core Blast with Ezra. 3 days prior, Ezra and I are going to begin a fast. We are going to do a 72-hour fast. I think it's the 28th. We'll start at 1 p.m. Eastern. No more food, until 1 p.m. Eastern, October 1st. Anybody wants to join us? Absolutely join us. Hey,
Hey,
I
I didn't mean
off.
to do that. Wow.
I turned
How
mine
does
off.
that happen?
From this.
That was magical.
So anybody that
It
wants
won't
to
do it
that,
again.
let us know. We would love for you to take part in this. And I think probably I'm gonna be feasting during that webinar. At least I'll at least have
you won't be hungry. You won't be that hungry. So
I know we talked about this. That's why I'm wondering, like, why?
Hey, but we should do, you know what we should do and start prepping it is we can also even like do some we did this before where we buy some lunches for
I know it didn't work out too well, but hey, we'll do it.
Well, let's look, it's all about execution, right, Joel?
We did. I'm telling you, we did. And like some people didn't even open the gift cards.
Wow.
And
we had give stuff away.
One customer sent pictures in, and I plastered them everywhere that day. It was really fun. But I said, yeah, if we got like $300 or $400 floating around out there that nobody claimed, like that just didn't seem. But I think for the October 1st one, maybe we pick 2 or 3 winners if they want to celebrate with us.
Is October 1st like Oktoberfest? Maybe we just need to send some beer to people.
Some beer.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Whatever you say.
So, by the way, also SHOT Show. I mean, we're gonna do the beer thing again, right? I think that was good.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I really do. It was
hats.
Our booth was packed.
People want hats. Let's do hats. We need hats.
I just need to find a really good. I need to find a good. The people that we're using, they're gone, and everybody's going out of business. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but there's a lot of businesses that have closed down. So I just need to find somebody that does the puff. I like the puff because it pops out. It's in your face.
Yes, 100%.
We can get anybody to embroider, but it takes a special kind of embroidery. The Puff 3D, and once I find someone, we'll do it. I've got the hats, Ezra. I got like 50 or 60 hats.
Oh, good.
Already ready to put where we need them.
Wait, we'll start working on that. And just a little bit. If in all seriousness, if you've never fasted, definitely don't join us on a 72-hour fast. No. But yeah, I mean, intermittent fasting. If you read up on it, plenty of information out there. It's healthy.
Yes.
It's actually a good, whether you need to lose weight or not, it's still a healthy thing to do. You start out with 16 hours or even 12 hours, you don't have to start like, oh my gosh, I need to fast for 24 hours. Joel and I have done this for a few years where we have done intermittent fasting. So Joel, you need to get a couple of 24-hour fasts in for sure before.
No joke.
So yeah, you got a little time, but yeah. And
Joel, I just got a connection for the hat problem.
This is one of the hats. I was going to do some camo hats. That looks freaking epic, doesn't it?
Yep. Mason said he can help us out.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, Mason. Now we have to get his search working.
Oh, that's sad. No. So if you guys want to join us, we're going to make a big deal out of this now that I know Ezra's really stoked about it. So be looking for some emails. Maybe we'll have a form where you sign up. We'll pick a couple of winners and feed you guys pizza. Or
let's do pizza
for that day.
We'll do pizza
I think
or
pizza's
something.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, pizza's good.
And then we'll celebrate that day, and we'll see how hangry, because I noticed somebody said they get hangry. Rich, you guys, I'm assuming you do that. It's a religious thing, which is, I mean, that is a biblical thing to fast.
Yeah. 100%.
So there was some truth in that, but hopefully we won't be hangry. Hopefully I'm going to be,
it might be really entertaining if I'm hangry. So
I think before we start, we should do a shot of tequila.
Oh, there you go. Tell Tony to send us some whiskey. Hey, don't forget shot. All of us are taking shots before shot.
That's true.
That's a requirement.
What?
And I don't drink, everyone. So, but
I'm shot. I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about a freaking.
Tony's one of the only ones who didn't get sick, so I believe in his remedy.
Yeah, me and Tony was throwing back the sweet tea whiskey. It was glorious. I hope he's
Oh, that
bringing
sounds
more
kind
this
of
time.
good.
I'll do it. I'll do one. I don't like
Yeah.
drinking away from home. I don't want people to know who I am. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been over an hour. We really do. I know that you guys, hopefully you know how much we appreciate you joining us, and we're going to continue to bring you some good content and some good information. And with that, hey, guess what? What we're going to go out with? We're going to go out with Back in 2 weeks.
I'm hungry. Oh, Back in 2 weeks. Okay.
But it's probably going to be 3. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Coreware Update Live. You came, you learned, you leveled up. But hold on, we'll be back in 2. You know the system's high. We show you what we got. coreSTORE on the rise. coreFORCE can't be stopped. Yeah, updates on the screen. Fresh features in the scene. Tools built for the grind. 2 weeks back online. In 2 weeks time, yeah. More to show. Back. New tools to shine, yeah. Back. Don't walk away. Update Live is here to stay. Yeah, we gave you that edge. Push your game off the ledge. Coreware stacking the tools, breaking down all the rules. Take the power, make it yours. We're unlocking all the doors. Every upgrade, every line. See you back in 2 weeks' time. Be back in 2 weeks' time. Hey. More to show. Be back. New tools to shine. Yeah. We'll be back. Don't walk away. Update Live is here to stay. Yeah. Coreware Update Live. You came, you learned, you leveled up. And in 2 weeks, we do it again.
Guys, also, if you join us and you're presenting, you're going to have to stay and dance with us when it's all over with.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. The chat will be open for 8 to 9 more minutes. So drop your ideas or questions there and we'll try to get back to you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Later, everybody.